Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to the Math Club. In this video, we're going to talk about maps and scales. Question 6, problem solving. Here's a map of a village. 1 centimeter on the map represents 50 meters in real life. Question A, from the map, estimate the distance as the crow flies between. We have 1, the traffic lights and zebra crossing. So, traffic lights, which is here, this dot, yes, and the zebra crossings, and then, or zebra crossing, yes, and then we have the school and the playground, so the playground and school here, and then we have the post office and the news agents. Post office and news agents, yes, that's it. Now, how do we answer a question like this? Now, on the map here, he said that 1 centimeter represents 50 meters. What do we call this? Very good, we call it a scale because it uses the map and real life. So a scale uses real life and the map. So each centimeter on the map equals 50 meters in real life. Now, we have to use this scale to turn real life or map into real life or real life into map lengths. Now, the question here, he wants us to turn map lengths into real life lengths, okay? So let's do it question after another. First, as we know that the scale is 1 represents 50 meters, 1 centimeter represents 50 meters. So if I have the map here, and I want to turn it into real life, I'm going to multiply by, very good, 50. But if it's the opposite, if I have the real life and I want to turn it into the map, I'm going to do what? Very good, I'm going to divide. Very good. Or I can use the X method as we did in the previous question. We can use the X method to find out the answer for this question, in which we put each number under the number that represents the other. For example, the map under each other and real life under each other. Now, let's take a look at the question. Let's find the lengths on the map, and then we will turn them into lengths in real life. First thing we do, we need to measure the distance between traffic lights and zebra crossings. Now, first, between the traffic light and zebra crossing, it's from here till here, yes. So between the map, or on the map, between traffic lights and zebra crossing, this one is 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters. And I'm saying that because we already did this. I measured it in the book with the students, so I know it's 5 centimeters. Now, this one is 5 centimeters. To turn this length on the map into real life, I will use the X method. And then you can do the rest on your own. Let me first give you the lengths between the lines. First, we have zebra crossing, traffic lights. Second one, we have school and playground. So school and playground, which is here. Like this, yes. School and playground, it's 3 centimeters, yes. 3 centimeters. And then the other one, or the last one, we have post office and news agents. So post office and news agents, let's use this line like this. So it's like this. We have to use the ruler and we have to be accurate about our measurements. I know the question said estimate, but sometimes the measurements, they have to be correct. And this one is 2 centimeters, so we write 2 centimeters here. So we have 3 lines, and each line has a distance or a length on the map. Now we're going to turn these lengths into real life lengths. Now using the X method, same idea as we did before, we put the boxes here. Let's put them here. 4 boxes. And then on top of the boxes, so we don't get confused with the question, we put real life here, and here we put map. Now we put X in the middle, so we know what to do. Now we put X in the middle, so we know what to do. After this, we're gonna turn between the map and the real life scale, so we have to use the scale in the question. The scale says what? It says 1 centimeter every 50 meters. So 1 centimeter here represents 50 meters in real life. So I have to write the scale which I'm using, and I have to focus on the units that I'm working with. If I'm working with centimeters in the map side, then this one must be in centimeters. Same idea with real life. If this is meters, it means that this one is the same meters in real life. Now, let's start with the first one, traffic lights and zebra crossing. Now, traffic lights and zebra crossing, we said it's 5 centimeters. So I'm gonna take the 5. Now, the 5 centimeters, is it on the map or in real life? Very good, it's on the map. So I'm gonna put it here. So 5 centimeters here. I want to find how many meters in real life. So using the X method, what do I do? Very good. Multiply the ones connected with a line and then divide on the one which is alone. So I multiply 5 by 50 because they're connected with a line, and the answer will be 250, and then divide it on 1, and it's going to be the same 250. So the answer here will be 250 meters. So 250 meters is the real life distance between zebra crossing and traffic lights. And this is the answer for this question, so 250 meters. And I do the same for all the questions, or for the rest of the questions. Let me move this first. 0, sorry, meters. And focus on the units. Now the second one says the school and the playground. Now let me remove these so I can work with them. Same idea, school and the playground, which is this one, 3 centimeters, and 3 centimeters is on the map, so I'm gonna put it here. So 3 centimeters on the map, same idea, I'm gonna take the 3, multiply it by 50, and then divide it on 1. So the answer will be, very good, 3 times 50 is 150, and then divide 1 is 150. So the answer will be 150 meters. 150 meters. Very good. Now, same idea with the last one. I just removed these so I can work in the space of the X method. The last one is the post office and the news agents. Now we said the distance on the map is 2 centimeters. So I'm going to use it on the map here. And then multiply the 2 by the 50 here. And then divide it on 1 to get this one. So 2 times 50 is 100. Divide 1 is 100. So the answer will be 100 meters. Very good. Now I write the answer here, 100. Sorry. 100 meters. And this is the answer of the third one. And by using the X method, I figured out the real life distance using the map distance. Now, same idea with question B, I can use the X method. Now, first let's read the question. Claire can walk 500 meters in 5 minutes. How long will it take her to walk from her house to the school? Now, first thing we do, we have to know what is the distance from her house to her school. Now, this one here, 500 meters in 5 minutes, is my scale in the X method. So I can use it in the X method to find out how many minutes does it take from her house here to her school. So what do I do first? Let's remove these so we can work here. Yes, remove this. First thing, we have to know that Claire cannot come from the house directly to school like this, because in between we have a lot of things. We have houses, we have buildings, walls. She can't do that. So she can only walk on the road like this. So she has to follow the roads and then find out how much time did she spend walking in the roads. Now, what do? You have to measure the distance from here till here, and then add it to the distance here, and then to the distance here, and then you go down and then to school. So after measuring these distances, you have to add them up together. You add all the distances together, and then after that you will have a number. This number will help you in the X method. This number, you just take it and divide it on 500 and then multiply it by 5. To answer this question, we can use the X method. First, let's erase the numbers here so we can use them. Before that, let's remove this, and this one. First thing we did, we put the lines for Claire to walk on. Now Claire, she can walk like this until she reaches the school. Now we have to measure the distance of each line, or the length of each line. Now this one here, let's start with this one. This one is 2 centimeters. This one, 4 centimeters. This one here is 2. Here we have another 2. And then the last one here is 2 centimeters. Now, after measuring each line alone, we're going to add the lines together, all of them. So we have here, let's make another color, yes. 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 2 is 8, and then we have 10, and then 12. So the whole distance is 12 centimeters. This is the whole distance between Claire's house and the school. Now, 12 centimeters is on the map. We're going to use this 12 centimeters, turn it into real life distance now, using the X method here. So 1 centimeter on the map equals 50 meters, or represents 50 meters in real life. Now I need 12 centimeters on the map. How many meters in real life? Now, after putting 12 centimeters in the map side here, and I made sure that the units are the same, now I'm going to use the X method to find how many meters in real life. Now, how can I find this? By using the X method. I will multiply the ones connected with a line and then divide on the number that doesn't have, or which is not connected to them. So I'm going to multiply 12 by 50 to get the real distance here. 12 multiplied by 50, we have to use the calculator for that. Let's use the calculator and then come back. 12 multiplied by 50, and the answer is 600. Now, let's go back. And the answer will be 600 meters. So the distance from Claire's house to the school is 600 meters. Now I found the distance, or the real life distance, between Claire's house and the school. Now I want to know how much time will it take her to go from the house to school. Now I'm going to use the same thing with the x method. I'm going to say, first let me remove these. We found that the real life distance is 600, so I'm going to write it here, 600 meters, so I won't forget it. Now I'm going to use the x method. I'm going to remove this. Remove all of this, yes. Okay, let the meters be. First, I'm gonna follow the rules of the scale for the x method that I took from question B. Now the question said what? It said 500 meters in 5 minutes. So I'm gonna put the distance here and the time here, okay? Now they said it's 500 meters in 5 minutes. So I'm gonna put 5 here. 5 minutes. Now, I want to know how much time or how many minutes will it take her to go the other distance. Now, I need the minutes here. Yeah, minutes. I'll put it like this. Okay, now, using the x method, I can find the time that takes her for 600 meters. Now, I'm gonna multiply the ones connected with a line, which are these, and then divide on the number which is alone. So I'm gonna take 600 multiplied by 5 and then divide on 500. Let's use the calculator and then come back. So 600 multiplied by 5 equals 3000, and then divided on 500, and the answer will be 6. Very good. Now let's go back. So the answer here will be 6 minutes. Very good. So it took Claire 6 minutes to walk from her house to the school. And this is how we answered the question. We measured the whole distance on the map. We found that it's 12 centimeters. We turned it into real life distance by using the x method. And after that, we took the 600 meters here and we used this scale for the x method. And we found that it took her like 6 minutes to walk 600 meters. And this is how you answer a question like this. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.